Finding books that are worth your time is incredibly difficult. We all know the feeling of picking up a book at the bookstore with a newfound sense of motivation and inspiration. Just an hour into the book, however, and we realize our terrible mistake. This book is horrible. In frustration, we throw down the book and stop reading for an entire year. The question that remains is how we stop this. In this video, I will show you exactly how to find books that you will keep reading. What is up, YouTube? My name is Aidan Helfant. I am a freshman Cornell University student who helps you reawaken your love for learning by giving video book summaries and actionable tips on kickstarting your learning journey. I am first going to talk about how to use recommendations to find good books. I will then discuss using book summaries to your advantage. Finally, I will tell you the importance of stepping out of your comfort zone when picking new books. Use your friends' recommendations. Even if you don't read that consistently, we all have friends who have read at some point in their lives. At least, I hope. When looking for a new book to read, you can ask these friends for some book recommendations. In all likelihood, they will be more than willing to share with you, considering it will be their first chance at talking about books with someone in 10 years. This will not only increase the likelihood of you finding a good book, but it will also deepen your relationship with that friend. Remember that everyone who reads goes through the same struggle of finding good books like you. So if you ask them which ones they liked most, it's more than likely that you will as well. But what if you have already asked your friends? Or what if you don't have any friends? In that case, you can use my second tip for finding books worth your time. Refer to your favorite authors/podcasters. Authors and podcasters are some of the wisest people on the planet. To write their books and carry out their podcasts, they often have to do insane amounts of research and learning beforehand. Interviewers like Tim Ferriss, for instance, often read the books of people that will be on his podcast beforehand. Also, can we acknowledge how beautiful the fall is at Cornell? No? Just me? Okay. Authors who write books often read many of the books related to their topic in their field. Because of this research, authors and podcasters are great sources for book recommendations. One of my favorite places to go to for finding books is the Tim Ferriss Book Club. It's a blog made by Tim Ferriss dedicated to hosting some of the greatest and most life-changing books that he has ever read. The reason I trust this site so much is that I feel like I know Tim Ferriss personally. Often with the podcaster and authors we listen to or read, you will develop a deep connection with their personalities and interests, even though you don't know them. This personal connection brings with it another opportunity for finding good books. If you know that a particular author works for you, why not pick up another book written by them? Lots of authors have multiple books that they have written, which are often similar in tone and feel to their other books. Even if the book is on another topic, it will still be given through the voice of someone you love and trust. But what if you haven't read any books yet and don't know what you like? What if you don't listen to podcasters either? In that case, you could use my third tip for finding books worth your time. Use my video/blog book summaries. Shameless plug, I know, but if you want some book recommendations from me, you can watch all of the book summaries that I have up on the channel. I promise that I only summarize books that I believe have had a marked impact on my life and can change yours as well. You can use my Book Squad series to find books on topics that go all over the place. I want this channel to be a safe space where you feel you can start your reading/learning journey. I encourage you to dive into topics you never even imagined you would be interested in. Of course, I am only one person and can only read so many books. So what do you do if you want to have a bit more options when looking for book summaries? Use Blinkist book summaries. I've talked about Blinkist on this channel before, even though they don't sponsor me. It is one of the most positively trending book sites out there right now. I have used it to read book summaries on The Road to Character, The 4-Hour Workweek, and a ton of other books that have changed my life. All you have to do is check if they have a book in their library by searching it up. If they do, you can start reading it in text or even Audible format right away by adding it to your library. They organize the books in blinks with a central idea at the top and supporting evidence below. Using Blinkist, I can make sure that I only read books worth my time. You can get 20% off by using my affiliate link in the description. If you prefer, you can start with a 7-day free trial and use the offer afterward. I receive a commission from this link and would really appreciate the support as it helps the channel immensely. Okay, so you have all of these methods of finding books that you know will probably be good, but how do you know what type of book to choose? There are so many excellent recommendations and you don't know what topic you want to dive into first. This brings me to my 4th tip for finding books worth your time. Step out of your comfort zone. With the busyness of life, it can be easy to get caught in a pretty rigid schedule. Without even realizing it, we can get caught doing practically the same thing every single day for an entire month if we aren't careful. This is why books mean so much to me. Books allow you to explore things entirely outside of your comfort zone. When picking a topic to read about, I strongly encourage you to learn something you have never even thought about delving into. Studies show that being open to new experiences is one of the best ways to boost your creativity and even slow life down. When we get caught in a rigid routine, life speeds up as our brain gets used to everything we're doing. Too often, I hear people talking about their last week as if it's erased from their memory. I know some people who can barely tell me what they did in a single day when I ask them. This is why reading new things is so important. It opens up the brain to novel experiences. If you're in college and studying mathematics, why not pick up a book about weather systems or business? I understand that following your passion can be just as lucrative for finding books, but reading in this way can open you up to changes you would never have expected. Maybe you secretly love learning about ecology and the world's ecosystems. Maybe you love learning about space and our place from the cosmic scale of things. This is the beautiful thing about reading. It lets you learn something you would never have otherwise in your regular classes throughout high school, college, and even adult life. When you learn like this, life slows down. Days feel like weeks. Weeks feel like months. Months feel like years. Life stops flashing by, and you start to live every day to the fullest. If you want to learn more about how opening up yourself to novel experiences fuels creativity, check out my video on that exact topic up above. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day, and bye-bye.